Hello everybody, and the patch 12.17 preview has come out. As always, there are two parts to the patch preview. The first is when they list what champions are being buffed, nerfed, item adjustments, stuff like that. The second one, that'll come out tomorrow, is with what actual changes are happening. Now, I have been griefed today a lot between inters, AFKs, things like that. I have not had a pleasant day. So I'm already coming into this in a bad mood. Then I did a take on this video. And I was reading through it, and I literally just I got very angry because some of this shit is just stupid, Riot. And look, if you have a weak conscience and you are a rioter, or constitution, if you have a weak constitution and you are a rioter and you don't want to be yelled at, don't watch this video. However, if you want to understand why this shit is so stupid, continue to watch this video. Now let's go through this. Playoffs have been going pretty exciting, and we're happy with the state of things. For 12.17, adjusting a few of the outliers, not trying for big swings here. Oh, they will be, but just trying to tap down a few of the outliers and add a situational picks back to the meta. Let's talk about that. Back to the meta. They're gonna get some of these picks back to the meta. Let's talk about this for a second. Let's go through this. Champion buffs. Misfortune. That's okay. MF's been kind of bad lately. Twisted Fate. Once again, I don't care. Kassadin. I want to talk about something for a second here. When we go to Masters Plus, I'm going to go to Masters Plus, where maybe people understand how to play the game. I'm assuming we can all agree that Masters Plus players generally know how to play the game. So if you were Masters Plus, you would generally assume that people know how to play the game. And yet we see that Kassadin is the 15th highest pick with a 19.3% ban rate. 19.3%. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Wow, that's not even that insane. He's clearly, no, actually, I fucking shit you not. He is literally the most banned champion at Masters Plus. Because he's a counter pick, because he's way too strong. Now, I'm ignoring win rates because we're kind of early into this patch. So there's only a couple thousand games. For everything I'm showing here, ignore win rates. Let's look at pick rates, okay? And ban rates. Kassadin is literally the most banned champion Masters Plus because he is a hard counter pick who obliterates people that he actually gets the counter pick on. So the thing is, every single player that wants to play certain champions must ban Kassadin. Is that fair? No, it is not fair that he is a hard counter pick. So what is Riot doing? They're buffing him. They're buffing Kassadin. Kassadin. They're buffing Kassadin. His ass is going to be larger after this change. Remember, they're trying to bring him back into the meta where he might be the fucking highest banned mid laner. Next one. Rel, I don't care. I don't care. Maybe she'll break every shield in the world. Graves is being buffed. Graves is being buffed. Hopefully someone will pick him. Hopefully his pick rate might even go up. How high? I don't know. What if his pick rate entered the top 5 or something? What if he was literally already a top 5 pick champion at Masters Plus? But surely, the best players in the entire world don't pick Graves, right? Well, no, actually, that's untrue. See, when you go into Challenger, his pick rate actually goes up, and he becomes the 4th highest pick jungler. See, obviously, people at the high ranks have no fucking clue what they're doing, and Graves is just very underpowered. He's barely even playable. He's only a top 5 pick right now. Nocturne is being buffed. I don't think anyone cares. Ezreal is being buffed. Can we talk about Ezreal? Here's the thing. Ezreal is typically balanced around, like in all honesty, like a 46, 47, 48% win rate. That is honest to God where Ezreal is balanced. People will continue to pick and people will continue to play this champion no matter basically his win rate because he basically is always good. The problem, most ADC players don't know how to play Ezreal. He's kind of actually a complicated champion. He has to hit a lot of skill shots. Most ADC players have one, maybe, skill shot they need to hit. Ezreal needs to hit like 9 a second. Now, here's the thing. It's perfectly fine to have him at a lower win rate. He is perfectly balanced right now. He's even, in my opinion, potentially even a little bit over the top against some team comps. So what do we see? At Plat Plus, he is the 4th highest pick rate. At Diamond Plus, he is the 4th highest pick rate. At D2 Plus, he is, you'll be shocked, the 4th highest pick rate. At Masters Plus, he is, you guessed it, the 4th highest pick rate. People play Ezreal. Ezreal is a top 5 ADC. Now, if you want Ezreal's win rate to go up, there's actually a way to do it. You could nerf shit like Twitch, you could nerf shit like Kai'Sa, I don't know why you overbuffed her, and that would allow Ezreal to get some win rate back. He'd probably be at 47, 48%. The issue here, Riot, is that he is fine. He is being picked. He is being played. People are continuing to pick and play this champion, so why are you buffing him? Here we go. Camille is being buffed. Now, do any of you guys know how good Camille is? No, she's actually really bad right now. She's barely even playable. No one is really, you all know I'm lying, right? Like everyone knows I'm doing a bit right now. Okay, I'm not gonna prolong it. 5th highest pick and currently at a 52.85% win rate. Now, is that win rate a fluke? Maybe, I don't know. Let's go to last patch. Last patch, her win rate was as a 7th highest pick, 48%. 2 patches ago, it was 50% at a 7th highest pick. So either people have learned a new trick on Camille because her pick rate and her win rate have gone up considerably. Either people have learned a new trick on Camille, or alternatively, just potentially people are just realizing that Camille is still good. So what is Riot doing? To once again, another top 5 pick that they are, and I quote, trying to add a few situational picks back to the meta. They're trying to add the top 5th pick fucking Masters Plus champion back to the meta. They are trying to add her back to the meta. This champion right here, this fucking piece of shit right here, they're trying to add back to the meta. Cool. Sets being buffed. I don't really care. Look, I know some of you at the low ranks are gonna be like, oh my god, but that's like so overpowered. I don't know, if I go to like O ranks, which is like the low ranks, he's still the 6th highest pick. I don't care. Guys, you guys are gonna have to suffer. Set is really bad right now. If I look at like D2 plus, he's fallen all the way to 19th highest pick, 47% win rate. He's really bad right now. I can tell you, look, I play against him all the time. He's really bad. He's really bad. I'm sorry, low rankers. I'm sorry. Champion nerfs, Nami with electrocute. Why Nami with electrocute? Okay, so for those of you guys who don't know, if you attack 3 times, so like if you like if Nami puts her E on you, which is like the slow and damage buff, if she puts her E on you and you attack 3 times, it procs her electrocute because she technically hit you 3 times with her E 3 times. Don't ask, that's just how it works. Which means that Nami can just put her E on champions like Lucian, and then they'll run up and proc electrocute on top of proccing her E, and then she can W her person, and then the W person will then bounce that W to an enemy. Either way, basically Nami can do like 700-800 damage to you as a support from the other end of the screen on a character who just like gap closes on you. So it's just proving to be quite overpowered. Basically no counterplay. Taric is being nerfed. Let me explain the Taric nerf for those of you guys who aren't getting it. It's not so much that he's overpowered. I'll find him by just not finding a high win rate. It's in my opinion, it's not so much that he's overpowered, but when you look at his duos, as of right now, he's just duoing really well with some champions. And notable are Nyla, Sivir, and Samira, the shorter range champions. Currently, if you play Taric with these shorter range champions, he just does way too well. You can even see like Kalista, like any champion who's got like short range or like gets up on an enemy, his win rate with them skyrockets. So is it fair to nerf him for this? I don't know, but that's what's happening. He's really good at supporting champions who just run up on enemies, and yeah, a little bit over the top. Azir is being nerfed because he's still overpowered. Like, I'm sorry to say to Azir players, like, the problem with Azir is, for the most part, and I've said this 10 trillion times, so just listen to me. Azir is basically Kayle if Kayle was 900 times more complicated. If Azir wants to auto-attack you, he needs to put his mouse cursor up, summon a Sand Soldier, right-click you, then you move away, so he cues the Sand Soldier to you, right-clicks you again, you move away, he summons another Sand Soldier, he right-clicks you, you move away, he summons a 3rd Sand Soldier, he right-clicks you, he cues the Sand Soldier, you know. So the problem with Azir is he basically just has infinite range to harass, and you can't stop it and you can't prevent it, and it's from so far away you can't stop it. He scales really, really well. He lanes really, really well. Everything he does is well. But even to do simple tasks like, I want to run away as Azir, then he has to summon a Sand Soldier with W. So like he puts his cursor over it, summons Sand Soldier, then he E's to the Sand Soldier, then he Q's the Sand Soldier forward after E to them. So like all of a sudden, just a simple task of, I want to gap close away, took like moving your mouse and like pressing all 3 buttons. I shit you not, it's literally all 3 buttons. So like imagine like you want to play, like, let's put it this way, Azir is actually as stupidly complicated to play as Riven mains pretend their champion is. He's just too complicated. This means his win rate will always suck, despite the fact that he's actually quite overpowered. Ahri is getting nerfed because, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know about that one. She seems to actually be balanced for once, but maybe I'm crazy. Yeah, like she's got a high pick rate and a decent win rate, but is that really why we trash a champion? Is she too good in competitive play? Is she too safe? I don't know. But there's certainly one champion who kind of keeps evading nerfs, and I'm not really sure how he's doing it. I guess communism pays. Anyway, Sylas is getting nerfed. He can only avoid nerfs for so long. Now Sylas is being nerfed. Yeah, I mean, I hope I just explained why, right? Like he's really overpowered right now. I shouldn't say really. He's like a little bit overpowered. He needs like to be like take that Sylas. Like that's, they just bring him down a bit. Trundle's being nerfed. I think this is like some competitive play thing, but I'm gonna be dead honest. Trundle has been overperforming at basically all ranks for an extremely long period of time, and it did take a while for it to finally start going up the ranks. It's weird because he doesn't feel that overpowered. Like I never fight Trundle and I think like, god damn, Trundle's an unbeatable beast, but like his win rate is absurd. I think he's one of those champions who like, he's not really that overpowered, but like he's just so stupidly easy that he just achieves really high win rates. I'm gonna be honest, I could even go without nerfing Trundle. I honest to God think that's 53%. He almost still feels balanced. In fact, I would not even think to nerf Trundle. When I saw Trundle on that list, I was like, they're nerfing Trundle? Is this like a competitive thing? And so I went and I looked at his stats and I was like, what? When did this happen? I fought him. Wukong's being nerfed because it's Wukong. Do I really need to explain this? E, Q, R, Q, R, Q. Haha, outplayed. I killed you from full. E, Q, R, Q, R, Q. Haha, I'm 2-0. What an outplay. I'm such a good player. Right. Sivir's being nerfed because Sivir's overpowered. Renekton's being nerfed because, okay, so the issue with Renekton, let me try to explain this for you guys. A lot of you guys are going to be pissed off. There's a lot of Renekton mains who are sitting here like, oh, you motherfucker, you son of a bitch, I'll fucking okay. Renekton is almost always overpowered at around a 50% win rate. It happens every time. The blunt truth, all Renekton players, you know, be prepared to suck your own dick. The problem with Renekton is he is so goddamn unforgiving. It is very easy to lose control of the lane. It's very easy to be ganked out of the game. It's very easy to get outscaled. Even today, it still is, right? But Blade of the Ruined King Renekton, if you don't fall off, if you don't give up a kill on accident, if you don't do this stuff, Blade of the Ruined King Renekton is very over the top right now. If you play a good, solid, consistent Renekton game, he's just too good. Period. And by the way, Aatrox isn't being nerfed again. I was shocked. I play Aatrox and each time I open the patch notes, I'm like, oh, what are they gonna do to me? And then I'm like, wow, I didn't dodged it again. Anyway, if you play a good, solid, consistent Renekton game, he's very strong. He's very consistent. He, with Ignite, can basically kill every champion. I think they should honestly bite the bullet finally and just make his W only apply on hits once. I think that would finally be the best way they could balance him. They could go ahead and then buff some of his other shit after they did that, but I think they should finally break the Blade of the Ruined King Renekton synergy. I think he should finally make his W only apply on hits once. That would be the best way to balance him. Okay, that's just my piece. I have a video on the Maokai adjustments they're doing, so if you want to look at that, you can go see that one. I also have a video on the Hecarim adjustments that they're doing. So if you want to see my video on that, you can go look at that. Okay, stopwatch Gia and Zanya's. I'm gonna see what Riot's gonna do, because there are some stuff floating around in the PBE. But I'm gonna wait for their official patch notes to talk about this. So that's being adjusted. So that's the coming patch, 12.17. That's what's happening. That's my opinion on it. Now, I was correct about Renekton, and I was correct about Renekton for a long time. So I am I'm like the most consistent goddamn YouTuber on this shit, period. Okay, I'm so consistent, I'm so reliable, I'm correct more than any other YouTuber. Other YouTubers or any other people going over these notes are like, oh, I think this champion's gonna be under, they're like right half the time, which means they're literally as correct as a coin flip. Me, I'm like dead goddamn on. I was playing Renekton lately, and I was like, I honestly, you can look at my tweets. I literally, in fact, I might go bring this up. I swear to God. Let me see if I can go find this one. I actually want to find this one, just so you guys are gonna sit here and you're gonna wait. You're gonna sit here and you're gonna wait. You're gonna wait. Watch me. Right here. Fucking tweeted this shit out. What is that? August 19th. So almost 2 weeks ago, I tweeted this out. Did Renekton just sneak his way into being the best top laner? Because I swear to God, and I'm right all the time. I'm the best. That's the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all. Thank you, everybody. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to leave a comment on your thoughts on any of this. Remember, viewer interaction helps me. And as always, thank you to my Patreon subscribers. You can find the Patreon link down below. If you join my Patreon, it helps me immensely. It allows me to continue to make these videos and not starve to death. Thank you. Special shout out to any one of my YouTube members. You guys are great. You can see the YouTube members. I think they've got like a little icon next to them. So those people give me money. They're great people. And as always, if you just make it to the end of this video, thank you. I appreciate you. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye, everybody.